So we are starting our indoor gardening season with 3 midget tomato seeds. That's Lily in the background there. We've got the Limelight, Dynamite Delight, and Golden Hour. So we'll be starting those today, and I'll probably be starting some cucumber in the next few days as well. Lettuce is already growing inside the tent, given that the outdoor season is on its way out and the rabbits are going to try to eat all my lettuce outside. I've come to the conclusion that growing lettuce indoors year-round is probably the easiest thing to do. Next, this step is important and often missed. Label your plants. Limelight's a cool looking one. I'll put some pictures on the screen. It's a green tomato. I've never grown I've grown plenty of tomatoes that started off green, but I've never grown an actual green tomato. Alright. Dynamite Delight, Limelight, Golden Hour. Sorted. Also starting a patio snacker. This one only grows to about 60 inches tall, so not too big. Well, we'll see. I got plenty of height room available. 24 inches is 2 feet. It's 6 feet tall. It seems very tall. These are about twice the size as the ones in the 5-gallon container. Didn't start producing fruit until about a month after the container one. Pods are massive. Just don't know if they'll ripen by frost. It is October 7th, 2025. This is going to be the last day of summer temps. Things are about to get colder. I'll be planting the garlic in this spot, so these beans need to come out in the next week or so. I already harvested the first flush. A lot of these still need to grow a bit longer, so we're not harvesting everything today. Still some new beans being produced. So we'll let this run as long as we can. This is the last Paul Robeson of the season. I'll be harvesting this today, saving these seeds. So this will be the second generation of Paul Robeson tomatoes. Amish paste. There's a few ripening here. They're pretty small, but they're ripening. I already harvested seeds from these, which are going to be third generation. Then you got this guy here. This is a Téton de Venus. Don't know that I'll be growing this one again next year. I got a few good-sized tomatoes out of it, but at least as a slicing tomato, flavor is very lacking. Hello? Can I help you? This new garden bed wasn't particularly successful this season, but it's its first year. And it didn't get as much water as it probably should have. My little lady had to get some fancy creams on her belly, so she can't lick herself. Hey, Orangina? Yes. You don't like the mask? No, it's okay. Another week and you'll be free of this citrus. So, downside, tree on the property has grown some more. Upside, more dead leaves. I'm contemplating putting my prickly cactus over here, but I may put it in my front yard. This might not get enough sun. I've started laying out some grass cuttings and leaf mulch on top of the beds. A lot of leeks to harvest, although they're not the thickest leeks, but should make a couple of pots of soup. No complaints. Strawberries are being generated, but currently they're being eaten before I get to them. And I haven't gotten around to covering them yet. I'm not going to say it's laziness, just existing as me. But with any luck I can harvest a few more. These are ever-bearing Albion strawberries. Fall cosmos have begun to bloom. About ready to harvest some seeds. Some of them have already turned. Garlic chives. This the Sweet 16 Super Dwarf apple seems to have done pretty well this year. I will probably move it, however, next year. It's in a pot, so that shouldn't be an issue. Because it is right next to the sand cherry, which is taken over and doing well. If I can protect it from creatures this winter, it might actually make it through the winter and provide berries next year. There's now 2 compatible pollinators in the yard, so maybe they'll all work together. The asparagus continues to grow, although it's setting in the fall colors. Give it a nice fertilizer, compost covering before the snow falls. I haven't cut it back in years prior, but I think I might do that this year to see if it helps. Should be enough beans and some carrots to harvest for Thanksgiving dinner. Not enough lettuce, but that's okay. This gooseberry and currant patch will be changing a bit. Plants are too close together and it's too shaded, so we'll be spreading them out throughout the edges here. Boysenberry. I actually had to cut these off because they grew so much. These may not spread as much as blackberries, but what does grow definitely gives blackberries a run for their money. Bag 1. Second bag, 1930. 1806. 1960. October 10th, 2024. Wait. October 10th, 2025. I think I'd have gotten it by now, but here we are. Last night was the first real frost, and some things did not make it. Carrots are alive. Whether I will get any harvests out of them is still questionable. Well, at least I'll have the leaves. So, question to myself, when did I start these ones? And when did I start these ones? Which, let's pull them and see what happens. Not a great head, but something. I believe these were atomic red. There should be enough carrots in this garden bed, probably about this size, for a nice Thanksgiving dinner harvest. Hello. There we go. Carrot. The basil is dead. -1 degrees. It did not handle the frost. The beans are effectively dead. Harvest those today. They say that you should leave bean plant roots in the ground because they are nitrogen fixers. However, I'm going to be planting some garlic here, so I can't leave them in. It's the second best option. I will put the roots in the compost. As you can see, the leaves have had better days, so beans do not handle frost. Hopefully the actual beans themselves are okay. I should have probably picked these yesterday. They're not looking great. Let's see what they taste like. Taste is fine. These are very small though. So this plant's done. I did already pick a fair amount earlier, so hopefully there aren't too many left here. I had intended on growing many more beans this year, but it didn't work out. So perhaps next year. So I'm thinking next year, if I can get these started maybe 2 weeks earlier. Hello, Mr. Spider. Sorry for disturbing your peace. Then I might get the production I want. Celery. 3 heads of celery grown this summer. Frost did not kill them, but I will be cutting them down today. I don't really expect much growth at this point. They will keep in the fridge, Tupperware, a couple of paper towels for a month, so I'm not worried. They'll get used up or frozen and used in stews and soups and sauces.